Hey everyone, welcome to a live episode of Mujer De Éxito Unbounded. Welcome to the podcast, Mujer De Éxito Unbounded, which actually means woman of success without limits. Hola mujeres, hola hermosas chulas. My name is Marti Angel. I am your host. If you are joining me on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, gracias por estar aquí. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an episode or you never miss the fact that I'm going live, which could be anywhere from 1 to 2 times a week, whether it's for the podcast or whether it's for some free coaching tips. So if you're listening to me on the podcast, wherever you listen to your favorite shows, gracias por estar aquí. This is the Mujer De Éxito Unbounded podcast. And I am your host, Marti Angel, and I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. So let's get started. Hola, amigas chulas, hermosas. So welcome back to another episode of the show where we talk about life, we talk about business, and we talk about todo lo que se nos pone enfrente. Anything that can help us get to our highest potential and rock 6 figures, like in my Rock Your Biz Academy, right? As an educator, I tend to make, or at least this is what I hear from my students, I tend to make things a lot easier and explain them in a way that makes it easy for you to be able to take it and implement it. But anyway, gracias por estar aquí. I am your multiple streams queen and an affiliate marketer and an influencer, micro-influencer, even at my age. And today's episode is all about being empowered to empower, and how building your business can also become a platform to uplift others. You see, it is my goal as a servant leader to leave a legacy of Latina leaders behind me. So I want to start with this thought. Think about this. Your business can be more than just a source of income. Have you ever thought about that? How your business can be more than just a source of income? Yeah, some of us think, or a lot of us think, that it's all about the income. But are we really taking a look at what is behind the income? Because your business can be a vessel for change, a space to support your comunidad, and even a way to preserve your cultura. And amiga, I know firsthand that I had the honor of being a co-author in the international best-selling book, Latinas Who Boss Up, where I shared my journey of going from surviving to thriving. And in that book that I was able to co-author with so many other beautiful Latinas, we talked about how embracing our calling and stepping into leadership allows us to inspire other mujeres to do the same. And that's what it's all about. It's about inspiring. One of the most beautiful examples from my coaching journey, because I've coached a lot of mujeres, I've coached a lot of people, I've educated a lot of students. But in this journey, my coaching journey, my business coaching journey, I had a client whom I will call Claudia, right? Claudia owned a little Mexican curio shop from Oaxaca, a tiny, colorful store filled with handmade treasures, the kind that carries the soul of our culture, the Hispanic culture, the Mexican culture. But like many small business owners, she was really exhausted. Rent was expensive and foot traffic wasn't always predictable, and she felt stuck. She felt like she was limited to the 4 walls of her store and was thinking, I need to expand. And she was thinking the only way to expand is to open up another brick and mortar store. And we chatted and went back and forth. and she was looking to be able to launch her business in a stronger capacity, but at the same time not spend so much money. So we talked a little bit about it, and after we did some numbers, being that I am also a former algebra teacher, and we looked at the numbers, and she's like, rent was expensive. The foot traffic wasn't always predictable, even in the new store and in the other store she wanted to open. So she told me, Marti, I want to grow. But the idea of opening another store with more overhead makes me sick to my stomach. I looked at her and I said, Amiga, you don't need another store. What you need is a different, maybe another strategy in order to be able to bring your business from brick and mortar to click and order so that you have both the best of both worlds. So together we took her business online. Together. It took a while, but I was able to coach her through the platforms and do what's best and help her hire the assistants necessary to help her so that it wasn't so bad. And in the end, we went and spent only 20% of the budget she had allocated. So we created a simple digital storefront, built an email list, and started using social media for her to be able to tell her story. The story of a Latina preserving her heritage through art and culture. Slowly. It took some time, but she began to see orders come in from people outside of her neighborhood. Then I remember it so clearly. She got her first out-of-state purchase. She was so excited. She was bouncing around like Tigger, and it was so fun to see her. So if you're still with me, gracias por estar aquí. This is Mujer de Éxito Unbounded. I'm your host, Marti Angel. If you're watching me on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, remember to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. And if you're listening to me wherever you listen to your shows, gracias por estar aquí. So she messaged me and she said, Marti, let's get back to the story here. But she said, Marti, I feel so much better. I'm not tied to my store anymore. I was able to take a couple of days off from my brick and mortar store, but yet I was working by the beach on my online store, and I can now see how I can share my cultura with the world. She was so excited. I still get goosebumps thinking about it. But mujeres hermosas, chulas, here's what I want to share. Empowerment isn't just about money. Yes, money is good. Money is lovely. Money helps us grow. Money helps us do great things. And money is not the root of all evil. The person that brings in the money. So money is just going to make you more of who you are. So if you're a nasty person, more money is going to make you a nastier person. If you're a nice person, more money is just going to make you a nicer person. It's about freedom, mujeres. It's about freedom. When a mujerpreneur feels empowered, she feels free. She feels free that she can empower others. So Claudia's success rippled out to the artisans she supported, to her familia, and to other women that were watching her shine, thinking, oh my goodness, maybe I can do this too. And that's why, mujeres hermosas chulas, today's message is so importante, so important. When you rise, you create space for others to rise with you. That's so important. I call this the ripple effect of empowerment. So, hermosas, chulas, maybe your version looks different. Maybe you're a coach who wants to teach others a skill that can change their life. Maybe, just maybe, You want to sell products that support local businesses and local artisans and local makers and local people. Or maybe a la mejor, your story just inspires other women to believe that sí se puede. Yes, it's possible. And as 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗥 Longoria said, sí se puede, right? So if your heart is saying, si tu corazón está diciendo, I want to build something bigger than me, listen to it. Listen to it. That voice is coming to you from your voice of guardian angels, your spirit guides, the universe, whatever you want to call it. It's coming from that. It's coming from your soul. And to help you start, I created a simple, actionable resource guide, your first steps in building a business that uplifts others. So remember to grab yours. You can get it here, and I will leave the actual link in the comments below, in the description below. If you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite podcast shows, it's in the show notes. So, how can you start creating the ripple effect that you so dearly want to create today? Are you ready? Grab your cafecito, grab your lista, your little journal, and a pen, and let's get ready, because I'm going to share 3 powerful steps and break it down for you. You ready? All right, here we go. Step number 1, define your why beyond profit. Ask yourself, here's the self-coaching questions. Who does my business uplift? Who does my business uplift? Your answer could be something simple like your family, your local community, your entire culture, whatever it is. Write it out. Because mujeres hermosas, chulas, when your why is bigger than a paycheck, it keeps you going on the hard days. And believe you me, there are a lot of hard days, especially in this current administration. It's so crazy. So, step number 2, use digital platforms to expand your impact. And mujeres hermosas, chulas, that's my forte. I am such a techie, being that I was a tech professor and that I, studied and I almost got another master's degree in educational technology. I'm telling you, listen, amigas, chulas, hermosas, another brick and mortar location is not the only way to grow. Online tools are your bridge to freedom. Social media, sample websites, or simple websites even, email lists, social media, they connect you to people who need your products. They connect you to people who need your services. They connect you to people who need your message, but they connect you to people even better who don't even know you exist. I used to say a prayer, and I used to, I was with my Chinese friends and we used to say a prayer, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it was like, 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗣𝗢𝗢. And what it was is just, I was calling in more people energetically that didn't know about me. Those who have heard of me, seen of me, known of me, who know somebody who knows somebody else, who knows somebody else, who knows 3 people else, who knows 4 people else, who has seen me, known of me, heard of me. Hey, it doesn't hurt, right? Okay. So I want to make sure that you understand. Step 2 was to use, let's recap before I go to step 3. Define your why beyond profit. That's number 1. Step number 2, use digital platforms to expand your impact. And here we go. Step number 3, start small, scale smart. Let me repeat that. Start small, scale smart. You don't need to launch a giant empire overnight. Start with one product, one service, one platform, one message. And each step forward builds your confidence, and cada persona, every person you serve, adds to your ripple effect. And isn't that amazing? You see, I've lived this. I see you, I hear you, I know you. I have lived this with you. I've coached this, and I've seen the transformations it brings. And let me tell you, hermosa, chula, mujeres, being empowered to empower means you're not just creating income, but you are creating impact. Let me repeat that. Being empowered to empower means you're not just creating income, you're creating impact. You're basically saying to the world, aquí estoy, I'm here, my voice matters, mi voz es importante, and I will leave a legacy. Voy a dejar un legado. I will leave a legacy. I'm here, my voice matters, and I will leave a legacy. So, amiga, if you feel that spark ahorita, right now, if you are thinking about the business or the idea in your corazón that could empower others, do it. Just do it. I want you to take that first step ahora, today. Hermosas, chulas, I'm here. I've put together a resource to help you start small and dream big. Remember to grab yours at my Stan Store link, which you'll find in the description below or in the show notes. Because, hermosas, your dreams aren't just for you. They're for your familia. They're for your comunidad. They're for the mujeres who will see your light and decide that they can shine with you as well. That is so important to remember, that juntas podemos más, that collaborations are the key to success, that competition is the key to failure. So, mujeres hermosas, chulas, let me just share with you that it is so important for you to begin to embrace collaborative, one hand inside the other, collaborative efforts, colaboraciones con otras mujeres. If you're looking for a comunidad that knows you, that sees you, that is you, make sure you look in the description below and in the show notes, because the link to the comunidad, the Rock Your Business Academy, is here esperándote, waiting for you. Gracias for spending this time with me today on the Mujer de Éxito Unbounded. If you're still here with me, remember to subscribe and hit that bell on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel. If you're listening to me and still here on the podcast show, gracias por estar aquí. Share this episode. If this resonated with you, share it with a fellow mujerpreneur who's ready to rise. And remember, when you empower yourself, you empower the world. Es cierto, cuando te empoderas a ti misma, empoderas al mundo. So hasta la próxima, amigas hermosas chulas. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for being here with me. And as always, I say, have a beautiful day, evening, wherever you are, and be the bearer of great news, and just be kind. Hasta la próxima, amigas. This is Marti Angel, your host of the Mujer de Éxito Unbounded, signing off saying namaste y bendiciones y un fuerte abrazo que les dejo a todas. Have a great day, everybody. Namaste.